How's it going, guys? Still May 15th. Had to do two vlogs today since I didn't get a chance to put one up yesterday. So this second one will be titled Money Does Not Equal Happiness. I watched this pretty extraordinary talk the other day. I don't know who to credit this to, but this is not my original material, but part of it is, as always. But the gist of it was that money does not equal happiness. So this guy goes around to different places asking him, these entrepreneur type of people or business type of people, why do you work? Why do you continue to work? And he boils it down to they want more money. So he says, okay, why do you want more money? And somebody in the audience answered, to have more financial freedom. Okay, to do what with the financial freedom? To be able to do more of the things that they like. And there's a lot more that goes into the talk, but I mean, he narrows it down to these people want to end up to be more happy. So one, they work for money. Two, they end up wanting to be more happy. Is kind of the end goal. After you take money out of the picture, they just want more happiness. But that happiness is not a um, a byproduct of the money. If you get more money, and you could just look at what happens to people who've won the lottery over the last couple of decades, and a lot of them end up being in more financial trouble than they could have ever possibly imagined because they were given this huge responsibility of a ton of money. And that is, it's not the money that made them happy. Maybe initially it was a perception of happiness, but money does not equal happiness. And if you're chasing the money, then you're not chasing the right thing. Because let's say you do get it. In my experience, with more money comes more responsibility. With that responsibility, sometimes you end up buying more things and you end up having more problems because of the more money that you make. And if you look at some of the hugely successful people when it comes to monetary income, they tend to be very stressful and not have the best family lives. They not have the best individual lives. And you think that money will help you, but if you just, the way I kind of dialed it back down was, okay, what makes you happy, right? From early on in life. What makes me happy? If you're trying to find things that bring you happiness, and you're using your job as a means to get to the money to find the happiness, the pattern is all wrong. You should begin with the end result of happiness, and then try to work your way backwards from there to what to do to get to the happiness. So if you're a person like myself, where I enjoy my free time, maybe I should do things that require less of a time commitment per day so I can do whatever it is that I want with that time and live within a means. This is another huge key point. Live within a means that would allow me to have the most abundant free time as possible to be able to do whatever it is I want with my time. And living within that means is probably the most crucial point, because I know that money will not provide me the happiness. Then therefore, what will? For me, it's free time, being able to do just what I want to do when I want to do it. The freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And sometimes that may include money. Sometimes that won't. And if you structure your day in such that you can find that happiness each and every day, without regards to the compensation point, I get that people have to work to afford a living. But if you're living in a house and you can't afford and driving a car that you can't afford, and you're just working to survive, then that's um, you should not work to live. You should live. Let me get this right. You should work to. I'm trying to figure out the saying. You shouldn't live to work. You should work to live, to be able to live the life that you would want. And I think getting back to the end point and what would dial your happiness, what would make you happy, and starting with that end goal and then working back and kind of finding a job in tune with that. And if your job doesn't make you happy and you're not really all there or all in tune with it, then you need a change of scenery, change of job, regardless of how much commitment or time or effort that you have involved into it. Um, and that's just in order to reach your end goal of happiness. But I mean, the gist that I got from it is that money, when he's seen people, and he gave you a real world example, this guy making $5 million over the next 5 years, it's not likely that you would be happy because of it. And the only thing he said that comes with a higher income is to be able to afford some nicer things in life. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be happy. And I talked to a couple coworkers about this, and they said that money makes life a little bit easier. Um, uh, One of my bosses actually said that money would make life just a little bit more comfortable. And I get that point, but does that comfortability bring you happiness? And I'm going to be doing another vlog here on comfortability and its relativeness. It's very different for everybody, and it's your own perception of that. But money it will not be a medium to get you to happiness. And just think about it logically. If you're working for money just to pay your bills, are you enjoying that money that you're making? Why not do things that you enjoy? Why not drive a cheaper car so you can have more money to do the things that you enjoy? Why not be in a cheaper house or pay cheaper rent to maybe enjoy more of the fruits of your labors that you have? Sorry about that. It was a busy day today. But doing those different types of things is going to be what I think would be a good recipe for happiness. Not necessarily chasing a job that pays a lot of money is going to make you happy. And if you notice some of the happiest people on earth, they tend to, in my experience, not have the most high paying jobs. I noticed that with a lot of high paying jobs comes high stress levels, like I was mentioning in the earlier part of this vlog, and those people don't necessarily are the happiest. If you think about the wealthiest people, are they the happiest? No, think about the happiest people that you encounter in your life, and you tell me what you think about their income level or where their income level is at. If they're at the top 5% or top 10% of people of income of people that you know, are they truly happy? Or if they're the average person and they're happy because they have a mediocre income, just talk to the people who are happy and see where their income level is and see about the things that they're doing in order to gain the happiness. To me, that's mentoring 101, is pulling a person aside. And for me to have found happiness from time to time, I've never noticed a correlation to money. I've made lots of money in different periods of my life, and low money in different periods of my life, and happiness for me has not changed. Comfortability has changed to a certain degree, but my happiness level has not changed. And you really got to find the things and do the things that make you happy, and not use money as a motivator for happiness, because I can tell you that they are directly not correlated to one another. And it's only going to be through your life experiences that you can learn that. And just like I said, think about the most successful people in the world. Maybe think about somebody in your field who makes a lot of money. Are they happy or are they stressed? And then find people in your field who are happy. And maybe apply for the jobs to where they're being happy. And some of the happiest jobs may not even be in your field. But if they're going to be something that makes you individually happy, then you may want a change of career or a revision of your ideals about that job, and maybe a revision of your ideals about your own happiness. But I did want to emphasize the point that money will not bring you happiness. I don't know how many people chase money thinking that it will bring them happiness. And I know that in my life I don't. Money is a medium that I use to do things with. that I can enjoy with my family in order to try and do things that make me happy. But I don't use it as a means of equivalency to happiness. Like the more money I make, that it doesn't mean that the happier I'm going to be. And I think there's a facade associated with that in today's society that is sadly poorly not true. Um, Money does make things a little bit easier at times, but it does not equate to happiness. So that'll be it for the second vlog for today. I appreciate you guys watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'll be sure to I will do a vlog tomorrow on the comfortability and it being relative from person to person. I really think that would be an interesting talk as well. So I'll see you guys then, and I appreciate you guys watching.